At the edge of a dense forest, there was a beautiful village, Ajabga. Yogesh lived in that village. Yogesh worked as a carpenter. He had two children, a boy named Pintu and a girl named Pinky. Pintu and Pinky's mother had passed away when they were very young. Both of them missed their mother a lot and would often become sad thinking about her.
Pinky, if Mom were here, how much would she have loved us?
Yes, brother. I really miss Mom so much too.
Their father was listening to their conversation. To ease his children's sadness, their father remarried. Pintu and Pinky were very happy to have a new mother, but their stepmother Gayatri was not happy to see them. She was a wicked woman. She wanted to get rid of them by any means and was always thinking of new ways to do so. Every day, she would complain about Pintu and Pinky to her husband so that he would get angry with them.
Hey, Pintu's father, do you know? Today, Pintu and Pinky played all day and didn't listen to me and even talk back to me.
But that didn't happen. Yogesh loved Pintu and Pinky very much, so he would gently explain to them not to trouble their mother and not to give her any reason to complain. Pintu and Pinky also tried to make their stepmother happy by listening to their father. But she just wanted to get rid of both of them by any means. Once, there was a drought in their village. People became desperate for food. In this situation, the stepmother became even more irritated with Pintu and Pinky. Feeding them started to feel like a burden to her. One night, she said to her husband,
There's a drought in the village and we're struggling for food. In such a situation, we can't keep Pintu and Pinky with us. We should leave them in the forest.
Hearing this, Pintu and Pinky's father became sad and said, They're just little children. How can I do this to them? Have some mercy on them.
I don't care about anything. Right now, we need to think about ourselves. We can't even arrange food for ourselves. How will we provide for them? Listen to me. Tomorrow, we'll take both of them to the forest and leave them there.
The stepmother announced her decision, which Pintu and Pinky's father reluctantly accepted. Pintu overheard their conversation. He was awake at that time. He immediately went to the courtyard and took some of his marbles from a box kept in the corner. The next morning, the stepmother said to them,
Pintu and Pinky, we are going to the forest to cut wood. You both are coming with us too. Come on, get ready quickly.
Pintu and Pinky got ready to go to the forest. Pintu put his marbles in the pocket of his pants. Then everyone set out for the forest. After reaching a spot in the forest, the stepmother said, Pintu and Pinky, you two stay here. We will go cut wood from another place. Their father didn't say anything. He just kept looking at them with sad eyes. Then he left from there with their stepmother. Pintu and Pinky started waiting for them right there. Evening came, darkness began to fall, but their parents did not return. Pinky started crying out of fear. Then Pintu comforted her and said, Pinky, don't be afraid, I will take you home. After that, following the breadcrumbs he had dropped along the way, he returned home with Pinky. When their father saw both of them, he ran to them and hugged them. He deeply regretted what he had done. He said, My children, please forgive me. I made a terrible mistake. From now on, I will never send you away from me again. When the stepmother saw Pintu and Pinky return home, she became angry. She began waiting for another opportunity. A few days later, when her husband went to the city for some work, she went to Pintu and Pinky and said, Come on, let's go to the forest today to gather firewood. Pintu understood his mother's scheme, but at that moment, he didn't get a chance to warn anyone. He ran to the kitchen and put some grains of rice in his pocket. This time, the stepmother took them to the forest by a different route. Pintu dropped some grains of rice along the way this time. After reaching the forest, the stepmother made them sit under a tree and said, Both of you sit here and wait for me. I'll go cut wood from the other side, she said. Pintu and Pinky sat there waiting for their stepmother. Evening came, and then night fell. But the stepmother did not return. Pinky started crying out of fear and said, Pintu, what will happen now? How will we get home? Wild animals in the forest will kill and eat us. Pinky, we'll have to stay in the forest until morning. I've scattered rice grains along the path from home to here, but we won't be able to see them in the dark. In the morning, we'll follow them and reach home. Both of them spent the entire night in the forest, scared. When morning came, they set out for home. But the rice grains that Pintu had scattered along the path, they had eaten the bird and the squirrel. Because of this, both of them got lost in the forest. While wandering, they reached a place where they saw a beautiful chocolate house. That house was made of bread, cake, chocolate and sweets. It was decorated with lots of candies, chocolates, and toffees. Both of them suddenly felt hungry. They went near the house and started eating chocolate, cake, and so on. Just then, an old woman arrived there. Seeing her, Pintu and Pinky got scared.
Don't be afraid, children. This is my house, and I built it especially for children like you. Come inside. I'll give you delicious food to eat.
Both of them were hungry, so they went inside the house with the old woman. The old woman gave them lots of food to eat. After eating, Pintu and Pinky were very happy. They thanked the old woman and told her everything that had happened to them. They told him that they had lost their way home and were lost in the forest. They asked the old woman,
"Will you please drop us to our home if you do not mind?"
Hearing this, the old woman started laughing loudly.
Now you guys cannot go anywhere from here. You have to stay here. I will satisfy my hunger by eating both of you.
Actually, that old woman was a witch who used to kill and eat children. She had built the house of bread, cake, and sweets just to attract children. She locked Pintu securely in a small cage and said,
Boy, you stay locked in this cage. When you become fat and healthy, then I will eat you.
She put Pinky to work around the house. Pintu and Pinky began to live in fear. Both of them kept thinking of ways to escape from there. One day, the old witch said to Pinky,
Today, heat water in a big pot. I will make soup out of Pintu in it and drink it.
Pinky got scared. She went and told Pintu about it, and he came up with a way to get out of there. He whispered the plan into Pinky's ear. Then Pinky started heating water in a large pot. After a while, the old witch came and started asking Pinky,
Is the water hot yet? I'm so small and this pot is so big. How can I look inside it? Why don't you check it yourself?
The old witch said, All right. And she climbed onto a stool to look into the pot. Just then, Pinky pushed her into the pot of hot water from behind.
She's burned. She's dead. Help! Help!
The witch died, burned in the hot water. Pinky set Pintu free. Pintu said to Pinky,
Now we should get out of here without any delay. Brother, I saw a pot here filled with lots of gold coins and precious jewels. Why don't we take some of them with us? This will end our poverty and we'll never go hungry again. Our parents won't throw us out of the house either.
Both of them put some gold coins and precious jewels into a bag and left the house. Wandering here and there in the forest, they somehow managed to reach their home by evening. There they saw that their father was sitting outside the house, looking sad. When they approached their father, he started crying upon seeing them and hugged them, saying,
My children, please forgive me. You had to suffer so much because of me. Now you won't have any more troubles. I have sent your stepmother away from the house.
Pintu and Pinky told their father about everything that had happened to them and gave him the pouch of gold coins and precious jewels. This ended their poverty and they began to live happily ever after.